acclimate for about 3 days. Once that's ready, the installer will show up, grab these, put them on the wall, put some metal trim all the way around it with whatever kind of design they're asking for. And that's pretty much it. A double-sided tape. All right, it's pretty neat. One's a darker shade than the other. They both have a it's basically like it has a stain. They're both the same from the back, you can tell. So the front looks like it's been stained. Has like a little shine to it on both of them. This is more of an original color, or it just looks like that because of the sealer. We're sitting in here letting it acclimate for about
3 days.
3 days, it said?
Yeah.
So we're gonna let it acclimate for about 3 days, and we're bonding it with double-sided tape. It's foam tape, and if you can see, it's a little thick because it's foam, and we're bonding it into this wall right here that I already have up, prepped, and primed. What we're doing is I put the Schluter up with liquid nails all the way down, all the way across, going this way, and the wall was bowed in right here pretty bad, so I had to put a few screws right there to hold it in place, and also put some screws right here all the way throughout to keep it straight, because you know how Schluters aren't perfectly straight. They're not straight edges, so of course I needed to have something hold it while the liquid nails dry. It's obviously to hold it in place for me. Thin set mortar, right? I got speed set right here, letting it dry a little bit, and I'm gonna be flashing from here. I'm gonna be pretty much floating out, right? So I can avoid this lip right here, right? Because these are thin Schluters. These Schluters are real thin. They're not big, but then again, that doesn't matter because I'm talking about this side. We want to avoid this lip right here. And so after I flash it all along the whole Schluter, after I flash it or float it out, however you want to say it, then I will be applying the prime grip over that thin set once it dries, because of course the foam right here, the double-sided foam, may not bond well with directly to the thin set. So we're gonna do prime grip right there as well. And then after that, applying the double-sided foam, putting it all on the wall, right? And I'm not gonna be peeling both sides. I'm just gonna do the one side, and I'm gonna peel it as I go. Pretty much like I'll peel like half of it, you know, and glue and stick those up, peel the other half or whatever, and so forth. So that's what we're doing. Let's take a look at what I've just did. I flashed it, I floated out from the Schluter down to nothing, so that it has kind of like a little ramp. We don't want any discrepancy between the Schluter and the wall. Again, we're using the double-sided foam right here. This nice little thick foam right there. We're going to be using that, and I need to be able to roll that right over to the Schluter basically, you know, and down there as well. So I just finished floating that out. Okay, now that that's floated out, I'm going to use the prime grip. Once it dries, this is speed set, so this should dry in a few, I would like to say a few minutes, but it's gonna take probably like 30-40 minutes, and it should dry. So if you can tell, I just stopped like 10 minutes ago, and it's already starting to dry right here on the edge, and so it'll start drying up towards the thicker side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the prime grip, right? I'm gonna use the prime grip and go over the section right here that I just floated out basically. But luckily this is just cork that we're doing cork, so I should be able to cut you know, I should, with my my level and a bunch of blades, I should be able to cut right through all this stuff pretty quickly. So actually, while I wait, I'm gonna start bringing some of the cork over here and get myself set up. Let's not waste time. Let's have everything set up and perfect, so once I can go. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. I'm trying to get it all the way around. Now this stuff does drip, so for sure you need to have something to protect. This is exactly what you want to do. A nice thick coat. Make sure that the roller has primer all the way around, because I'm not trying to dip it in there for the fact that I don't want it to drip even more than they already will. So you just make sure that you have primer all the way around it. Then you let it drip out a little bit, right? Not too much, but you do let it drip out a little bit, and try to get it over here as quickly as possible and roll it on. I need more up there. not bad. Pretty quick, you see, so it's alright. Save me a little bit more time. I guess this is a little faster than applying tape. Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Guys, I thought that was the water. It's the prime grip. What the fuck? Sorry for the language. How did I put the sponge in the primer? That is the craziest thing I just did. And I caught it on camera. Basically, I'm trying to figure out my second piece, but I gotta peel this first. Alright, so second piece. Oh wow, that's my second piece. Let's see. We'll look here. Not bad, guys. Make sure that there's nothing wrong with the cork, because once I put this thing up, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back out without busting everything out. But this is where I'm at so far. Finally, let's take a look at how good it looks. Wow. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's gonna look good. Man, that was hectic trying to get that layout right there exactly where I want it, all perfect and stuff. I don't even know, I've never worked with this before, right? It's my first time, and I don't have an issue with it. The thing is that, like, since it's my first time and I'm not so familiar with it, I'm gonna make sure that it's like that my square and my lines and everything is to the T, like when you're good at it. And so that's what I'm doing here, making sure that my lines are good, my what you call it, the jolly, the Schluter is good, you know, straight, plumb, perfect, everything. All my lines are going to be good, and that's what I got so far, because again, this is my first time working with this. I don't know if I have an opportunity to, it doesn't seem like I have an opportunity to pop it back out and adjust it or whatever if I needed to. So I have to be really careful with the way I set these pieces, each one individually. It's a brain buster, you know, you got to think. One right here. This one's gonna go here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Take it out, take it out. Okay, good. I don't like this piece. I don't know why. Something's telling me to change it. And over here, I gotta treat it just like tile as far as the outlet goes. And there it is, guys. So far, so good. Just got the what would be one of the difficult cuts. Not the most difficult. It's actually an easy cut. There it is. Professional, dude. Don't get better than that. So if that one's gonna be a brown one, then this one needs to be this color. All right. So that's what it's looking like so far. Not bad. Not bad. Let me step back and look with y'all so I can see how the pattern's gonna look. Okay. Let's just see. I don't want to overfold it, because then I may actually rip it. I'm gonna crease it a little more just so you can loosen up some, so you can release some. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. Let's go check it out. Okay. Come in, make sure you're tight to your corner. Make sure you're tight to both of your corners. Don't just slap it in. Make sure you're tight. Come on in and get it in there. Alright, I'm not sure what happened to cut off, but that's where I'm at so far today. I only have a few cuts left for tomorrow. All right, guys, we are wrapping it up. We only have a few cuts left for the day. Got Roberto here, the pro. Y'all already seen him in some of my videos. He's over there in Texas actually, but he's down here right now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 cuts right here. And hit that like button, guys. 3 cuts left and it's over. But I like it. I wish I would be able to do more of this, but not that many people buy this stuff. And that's that quarter. This is that random pattern. This is a two-tone. It's 2 shades, I mean. Basically two-tone. 60% of the lighter shade, 40% of the darker shade. I think it's pretty straight. You know, I did the best I could. I didn't want to overdo it. What do you guys think? Did I overdo it, or does the pattern look pretty decent? So if you look now, this is what it looks like on the paper, which y'all see, but that's all I got to work off of. So that's the print that they gave me to make a random pattern. So now that I see that, this is what I came up with. I said, okay, so I see that they're connecting like 3 or 4 of them, 5 of them, and then the rest is the lighter shade. So after seeing this little print, and then I decided to you know, obviously I'm not gonna, the print doesn't show enough. So how's that one feel? You gotta redo it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Tight, it's not a bad thing, but loose, right, you gotta kind of like fold it in a little and stuff like that so it can fit, you know what I mean? This is the Schluter trim, and look how flush it came out. It came out really flush. None of it's sticking out. I can't really get the camera in there perfectly, but if you see it, it's flush to it. It's right on the money actually. The size of the Schluter worked out perfect. Piece, Berto here's working on the last piece. Sometimes it's better to get rid of that stuff that's in the back, that's not on the surface.
Or sometimes you can slant it so that the cut slides easier.
We're done. Then we just clean up and we're out of here. Voila. That's it. We did it. Guys, that's it. Check it out. It's done. It's finally done. On to the next. Cleaned up a little bit. And the Quartz, it's a new product. It's a different kind of product. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'm a little out of air, just in a hurry trying to clean up. Looks pretty good though. Looks pretty good. Got my boy Arturo here. Here, I'll see you later. Thanks.
See you later. All right. Thank you.
All right, let's get out of here.
So, nos encontramos en el camino. Sale.
What a good job at Big Chicken.